Hello, Clare Hamilton.
Hello, Sara Cox.
Lovely people, come in, settle down. Welcome to the Teen Commandments, the show where we try to unpick the often mind-bending brains of our teenagers. Hope you've had a lovely week, Clare. It's great to have you in front of my face.
Oh, it's so good to see you in person. Give you a big squeeze.
I had to do a one-armed hug, did you notice? Because
yes.
Daisy the flat coat was jumping up us while we were trying to have our emotional reunion. So
Yes.
I was trying to push the dog away, going, hiya. Oh, it's lovely to have you. Are you good? Are you well? How was your weekend away with, I hate to say it, your other best friends?
It was fantastic. I have to say, when you go away with your girly friends, your other females, it is so good for the soul, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like you get to laugh, you cry, you have a few drinks, there's loads of counselling, you start off all, how are you? A couple of wines in and, you get an announcement, I'm getting divorced.
Good, we never liked him.
Yeah, it gets like that. And the next thing, everybody's best friends, everybody's mothering together, everybody's comparing all of the different stories, and everybody comes away so fulfilled and having had and spoken about their stuff that you don't get to do.
Yeah, feels like it's like a physical feeling, isn't it? Like a weight lifted off your shoulders.
Yes.
You feel boosted up inside.
You do. Your female friends are the angels in your life.
And you feel slightly dehydrated, hungover, possibly.
A little bit worse for wear, and maybe overshared a little bit too much.
Was there dancing?
There was dancing.
Hang on a minute, you overshared. I mean,
yeah, let's not. Let's not go back a few episodes every time.
and so a bit of dancing going on
They
there.
all had masks of me.
Lovely.
And my mum was there and she got really involved. And
Did
she
Sylvia
loved
go?
it. Yeah, because they all love my mum because they've grown up with her as teenagers and stuff.
So where were you? Was it in the Lake District?
We were in the Lake District in
Very
a beautiful
nice.
place called Catton, and we just had the most beautiful property, and it was fantastic.
So how many of you in total?
8 of us in total.
Lovely. Was there a hot tub?
There was a hot tub.
On All Request Friday, all we get is women. They've escaped their kids
Yes.
and their husbands and their
Yes.
cats and dogs, and they have gone away somewhere with a hot tub.
Oh, it's so nice. And you know what's nice? Another woman's cooking your breakfast.
Yeah.
Another woman's helping you tidy up. There's other women doing things with you.
When I used to go away on holiday with the Five Go French crew, I hate to say it, my other best friends,
Yes.
it used to be a bit like an octopus.
Yeah.
Like where we didn't need to verbally communicate. Somebody would just start buttering something and
Yes.
somebody would just start slicing. And
so
somebody would be
nice.
like, should I make a cocktail? And it's so incredible. And
It's
that
so nice.
makes me think like, I'd quite like to live in a commune.
Yes.
Just of women. Like, let's buy a farm, a tumble down farm. And like 10 women, 10 of our bezies just live there.
Just helping each other.
And like a static caravan at bottom at Paddock for husbands or whatever.
Yeah,
Can just stay
it must be a bit like what a gay relationship is like. What a lesbian relationship must be so blissful like that.
You know, if Ben ever runs off with a young un, I'm coming knocking at your door,
Oh,
girl.
shit.
How dare you? That was my official proposal.
Okay, I mean, yes, great. Let me tell you, though, there was one moment that I thought, I've got to tell Sarah about this, because obviously it gets to 2 a.m. and whatever. And I was the first to go to bed on both nights, by the way. So
Before Sylvia?
Sylvia was one of the last. She had to be put
Gosh.
to bed at 3 a.m. at one point.
Can we just say very quickly as well, Sylvia's 80th birthday today. You're going whizzing her out for some dinners tonight, aren't you?
we
What
are.
a little legend she is.
Oh, my God, I'm so excited to just
I
spoil it.
loved
She's
her
got some treats
Her
coming up.
sparkly jacket at your birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Where's it from?
Tesco.
It's so lovely.
It's gorgeous.
She looked $1 million. So go
did.
on. You were the first to bed and you were quite good.
Yeah, so everybody's telling everyone, one's getting divorced, one's grieving something, one's got loads of stuff going on. And then one of my friends said, dead loud, she went in the kitchen, I've never used a dildo. And we all just stopped. It was literally, you could have heard a pin drop at that point. And it was like slow motion, like, no. And everybody just like gaggling at one side all of a sudden.
What about the...
Like, no, right, this is what you need to do and this is how I can help you.
Please tell me you immediately got online and started shopping. Yeah,
dildo for beginners. I was pointing
for beginners.
for beginners. Then I was in the toilets with her at one point. I was on the floor, she was on the loo, and I was crying.
What about a lack of dildo use? Oh my God.
Give me your actual address, because no matter what, you can never remember your friend's postal address, can you?
So this poor woman's probably had like 3 different dildos turning up every day. The postman would be like, another one for you from Love Honey or whatever. You know what? I've got a friend who I was sending links to for vibrators and stuff because she'd never used one. This was a while back. I was, encouraging her to dress up and use outfits, and I could have sent her my teddy bear one.
Start here.
This is entry level. Dress up as a big teddy bear. That's on a past episode. Well, lovely. So you had a magnificent time.
Yeah, we did. We had, and honestly, you come back really fulfilled. But it's really, really good to come down and see you.
Got that dildo image. Have you maybe going digging out your very first one that's like an antique, like made of like oak, like, dusting it off?
I'm sure if I boil this in a pan, it'll be fine.
Yeah, dildo maintenance. How lazy, like,
do you know what?
You just run it under the tap, if that.
Well, what my cousin actually said, I'm going to grass her up now. She said, do you know, I did put a dildo once in a charity bag. I was like,
oh my God.
You can't do that. Okay.
That is really bad. No, we can't encourage that. I thought you were going to say about washing them. I thought you were going to say, when you have your sterilisers for the baby bottles. Have like 3 bottles and 3 dildos.
Yeah, babe. Hey, mind you, I could go through rummaging through your collection. I bet you've got a really good load of second-hand ones. That
I need maintenance doing on mine. Not there's not like screws missing and stuff. They don't.
I wonder if there is someone who does dildo maintenance.
There
should be.
Yeah, there should be.
Yeah.
They're just shoved away a bit too haphazard and not that well hidden. Really,
it's a shame.
I need to. I'm a very busy woman.
You are, and I need to ask you because it's great to see you. How are you doing?
I'm good. My cankles have gone. I've got my feet are back a little bit. Left leg. I keep saying it's a tale of 2 legs. My right leg is fine, nearly there. I'm very creaky in the morning. My left leg feels like it's got a tangerine behind my left knee. We were out for dinner last night, and my friends were like, have you checked there's not a tangerine there? I was like, oh yeah, good idea. There might just be a tangerine behind me. A it feels like a knot, something fluid, I think.
Okay.
The size of a little tangerine behind my left knee, which hopefully will go eventually. Okay. But yeah, I'm feeling much more tickety-boo. Was out for a little bit of dinner last night. We were sat, it's a really lovely place where we went. But we were sat quite close. They do lots of like open fire cooking, and they've got like a big furnace oven that they kept shoving wood into, but it's quite smoky when they open the door. And I wonder what the rules is and how quickly you can move tables. If you've sat down and you've started nibbling the bread, you can't then ask to change tables, can you? If you're going to say, I don't want to sit at this table, is there anywhere else we can sit? Because there's 3 floors in this restaurant.
I see. So you wanted to go nearer the fire?
No, away from the fire.
From the fire.
It was honestly like bonfire night, and we were a little bit too close. It was like a furnace.
Right.
And we're like, no, we've waited too long. Once you've started on the bread and butter, you can't then request to move tables and go on a different floor. Rule? But it was very nice. Had some nice dinner. But in general, I'm pretty good, I think. I'm quite hobbly. Yesterday I came out of the house to go to work, and next door's gardeners were there sorting out all their wet leaves on their path.
Right.
And I waved hello to them, and I had all these wet leaves that were really slipping. They were doing me head in, and I kept looking at them thinking, I can't physically move these leaves and scrape them all up. They're doing me head in. And she sort of did a little wave at me, this gardener, and she's called Gail, and she was like, hey, yeah. And I'm like, hi, because I'm quite into the hero thing recently.
Yeah, you're just waving at people that are not waving at you.
No one gives a shit. I'm really leaning into it, like, hi. Last night when I went for a wee in the restaurant, I put on a bit more of a limp. I'm like, oh, yeah, hi, national hero. Like, no one gave a shit. I was like, oh, whatever, I hate London. No one gives me any fuss in London.
Yeah, we're over it now.
In Yorkshire, they were dead nice to me. I'm going to move there. So I said to her, I was like, look, I hobbled back in the house, and I said to her, that, can you just blow these leaves because they're so slippy and I just can't physically do it. So she's like, yeah, no problem. So I hobbled back in. I couldn't find it. I could only find 20 quid. So I gave them 20 quid. I went, thanks so much. Well, they went up the path, round the drive bit. They just did such a number on them. And I'd only given them 20 quid. And I felt really bad because it must have took them like 15 minutes to do it. And when I saw how much they were doing, well, my hobble, it went mega hobble. I put in a grimace. I was going to wrap a bandage round my head.
Come out with a walking stick.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
I was like, should I do a fall? Oh, thanks. I felt so bad. I felt like a swizzed but it was lovely. So, anyway, thanks very much to Gail the gardener.
Well done.
Got a lovely front path now.
Babe, tell me about the kids, because obviously you've been out of action, haven't you, completely for a while. Have they been good?
I think they've been quite freaked out by how sore I was after, because they were on the finish line, which is what powered me onto the finish line, and it was amazing.
Oh, I'm going to cry.
And then they sat there in that little golf club where there was an audience of maybe like 100 or so people, the locals and stuff, and family. You were there, my brother and sister-in-law, Rob and Saj. It was lovely, and Megan, like my bezies. It was lovely. And then Mel C came out, Melanie C, and did a Spice Girls medley.
With a six-pack.
With a six-pack.
And a non-bingo wings. I was like that, wow. That's not real.
I felt like I was tripping by that point. I was like, is that really a Spice Girl? What's happening? Where am I?
You did.
Just as my feet were my feet were ballooning up more and more. I was like, oh, okay, I just need to go and rest now. And so they were super proud, but then they got home and like the reality of like me just being so hobbly.
Of course.
Because I went upstairs on my hands and knees. Did I tell you this? Where I went upstairs on my hands and knees, but then when I got up to the like landing, up to the corridor upstairs, I then couldn't get up from my hands and knees. So my daughter came out of her bedroom. It's like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just on my hands and knees, crawling to my bedroom, going, "I'm fine. I'm
what
fine."
What did she do? My daughter had stepped over me.
Like, Mum. Move out of the way, so dramatic. She was like, are you okay? I'm like, oh, no, it's fine. I'll get to the bed. So I like dragged myself along. But they've been really helpful and they've been super loving. And my son is really handy for sort of reaching things and helping me get stuff. Daughter's been lovely because it's a right faff at night with the 3 dogs putting them away. So she's helping me put the dogs away. Because little Dolly doesn't want to go out, and I've already locked the back door by then, so we post her out the cat flap.
Right.
And shout out the cat flap, go wee, hurry up. So she's been doing all that with me, which is nice, been really helpful. But what happened was, basically, I was lay on the couch, and this was about maybe 3 or 4 days after the challenge. And because my shins were in so much pain in the challenge, the last 2 days, it was all about my shins and like shin splints, it's agony. And because I kept pushing through and kept running and kept going, my body, apparently the body swells up to stop you moving. It's like, okay, go.
Oh, does
go,
it?
action, go swellage to try and stop this human from moving. And so
mine does it anyway.
Are you swelling now?
I swell all the time.
Do you swell when you're happy, like one of those bullfrogs?
Swell for everything.
When you're horny.
My whole face
does your chin go up? Like,
my eyelids, everything puffs out.
Boom, boom, I love that song. La, la, la. You know the poem. Yeah. So my legs were really swollen, and because the skin is really stretched, it's so sore. Right. It's like really bad sunburn, right? So I'm telling you this because just to paint the picture of my shins, they were kind of like shiny because the skin was so taut and so sensitive. Like I couldn't have like joggers on them or anything. Everything irritated them. Yeah. And my daughter came in to see me, and she's holding the new kitten, Miso, and she's chatting to me, and I'm laying on the couch, and I've got my legs out, and it wasn't her fault. I mean, she wasn't really concentrating. Yes. But it wasn't her fault. She could have managed it better, as in like realised what was about to happen and chucked the kitten, safely over me. But what happened was the kitten just flopped out of her arms onto my bare shins. And what does a cat do when it wants to balance? It uses its claws.
Oh my God.
So she dropped this kitten onto my shins, and it stuck its claws into my already really painful, swollen shin skin, right?
What did you do? Did you scream?
Well, even in that moment, you don't want to freak your child out, even in that moment, because you think she's going to feel terrible. Yeah. What I wanted to do was go, fuck! But what I did instead was I was sort of put my, you know, when you see people in dramatic movies where they're like on the electric chair, but it's not working, but they're like pinned down and they're like, it's probably more scary. I like sort of went, ooh, like gritting my teeth and was like, and then of course I was like, don't worry, it's fine. Oh, that it did hurt a bit. I was like, fuck. And then she's like, I'm so sorry. She just jumped. I'm like, don't worry, sweetheart. And then when she went out, sure enough, I had like 6 decent scratches.
Oh my God, slices, I would imagine, if your skin's that
I mean, it was like, yeah, well, I did say they look like pork loin. You know, when you score you score your joint of pork or your joint of beef or whatever to get that. Yeah, I thought, God, if I go near a heat lamp, I'll come out in crackling.
Smell nice, and people coming like, oh, what's cooking?
Yes, Sarah's crackling legs. So that wasn't great helping out by my daughter, but it was an accident.
Yes, definitely.
But I found that they've been good with like helping out. Like, well, I did a Mexican feast. I got a lot of women listening now will recognise this. Have you done this where you come in and you found yourself peeling something, chopping something, and you've still got your puffer coat on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And sort of 15 minutes in, you're like, fucking hell, I've still got my coat on.
Yeah.
Because you're just so like focused on, I've got to get dinner on, and God, no one's helping me.
Yeah, that's right.
And I did it, and I just had to defrost the chili. It was all fine, but I needed to do a salad, and I thought, what am I doing? I need help. Like, I need... So I shouted them both down, and of course they're a bit like, yeah, what? When they come in.
Yeah.
I mean, what are yours like when you ask them to help?
Oh my God. No, there's just like, I get that look. My daughter does this kind of grimace at me, you know, like, what are you asking? My son's taking it on board a little bit more, but he's taking it upon himself to do things that I think now it's going to take me twice as long to put it right again. I mean, I don't know if you saw his little attempt at DIY that I posted on social media.
No, what did he do?
So his curtain pole had fallen off his wall. I wasn't aware of it. He's not told me. So
right. But he was like trying to save you a job and trying to be independent. And
trying to be independent and fix it. And it may have been at 3 a.m. in the morning. Who knows? He might have just been like, what do I do here? And obviously, where the screws have come out, it's left a hole in the wall, a little hole.
Yeah.
But what he's done is he's gone and got the screwdriver. I'm guessing at first he may have tried to screw back in and it won't go in because it's now come out, it's too big.
Yeah.
So he's decided to insert the screwdriver the wrong way round, handle first, into the wall. He's hammered it in.
What the
handle.
Of all the things you were about to say, I would not have guessed. That would have been my 38th guess that he's instead hammered the handle of the screwdriver.
He's hammered the handle in the screwdriver halfway in so that the curtain pole then props
just
up and balances on the screwdriver. And I have to say, it's still there.
It's weirdly clever. I mean...
It's weirdly clever.
It's good if, like, you're on a desert island and you've got to sort of somehow prop something up against a palm tree or whatever.
Yeah.
But in a house in Worsley, it makes no sense.
Well, it's just the aftermath, because I'm thinking, if I take that out, what's left?
Yeah,
how do I
the ceiling's going to come in.
Will it be a draft?
A big crack.
I just don't know what to do. But it is that thing with teenagers,
also, when you need that screwdriver as well, it's like, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. I'll end up looking all over the house for it, completely forgetting about this episode, because I don't have many, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's that thing, isn't it, when they try and help out. Do you remember doing things like that, just makeshift stuff, don't you, in your bedroom or whatever, to just try and...
I mean, even when I moved to London and I was like 20 or whatever, I was still shit. I just had like different coloured sort of netting, like multicoloured netting, purple and pink, that I just pinned up with like drawing pins as my curtains. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
I was so pleased.
I thought it was brilliant.
I was like, ta-da!
Yeah,
that's all I
amazing.
needed. A couple of wine glasses, an ashtray. Yeah, just trying to just fix things or just I'm still a bit like that. I'm still a bit shit at all that stuff.
Yeah, but you wouldn't necessarily hammer a big hole. So I guess that's the DIY kind of thing. But what happened with the Mexican? Did they help you in the end?
Oh, well, I just needed a lettuce shredding, just a little gem lettuce. And by the time I've shown my daughter how to wash it.
Yeah.
And then how to get the water off the lettuce because she's just walking around with it dripping everywhere. And I'm thinking, they do it on purpose. So that I don't ask them ever again. But then I'm like, okay, now cut it down here and now shred it this way. And I'm like, mind your fingers. Yeah. And I'm just thinking, but then I'm thinking when they've done it, they're then quite pleased with themselves. Yeah. You know, I'm like, I shredded that. Yes. And I got my son to grate some cheese.
That's good.
And I'm like, either of you wash your hands? No, they've not washed them. Whatever, it's fine.
No, and then they leave a trail after of everything. Grenades gone off in the kitchen.
I'm like, fine, let's have a Mexican feast. It's all fine. Claire, this episode of Teen Commandments is released on the 2nd of December. So if you're listening now on the day of release, I reckon there will be a large proportion of mums and dads going, oh, fuck, advent calendar. I was always on the 1st of December, we'll be like, shit, because they go in the shops, don't they, like October, and I'm like, no, that's silly, I'm not getting it yet, where will I stash it, I'm not buying it yet, and then fast forward to the 1st or the 2nd of December, where you're down Londis, and you have to get a really crappy one. Nobody else wants, like, some rubbish chocolate, like Topic or something, or like a Bounty one, like something hideous, because you've forgotten to get the advent calendar.
Yeah.
So consider this your quite late reminder to get an advent calendar. But the Christmas build-up changes, doesn't it, when you've got teenagers compared to when they're little.
Can I just go just for a second to the advent calendars that they require the girls?
Oh, God.
Those flipping things that cost 150 quid.
Yeah, so what, the beauty ones?
The beauty, and it's not necessarily number 7. They want the Charlotte Tilbury or the
hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, and then my daughter, I remember her coming down. It's like, they're going to sell out. We need to buy it right now. And you're like, really? So
because that has to count as part of their Christmas present,
this is what
surely.
I used to say, but then you get to Christmas and it doesn't necessarily, does it? Because you
can't just go, open the final door. That's your main present.
And then when you did, because I didn't always do it, but when I did, I was always quite jealous of it. So I was like,
what, with the advent calendar?
Good. Yeah.
But aren't they just tiny, minis?
Yeah.
I mean, they're sort of like, they're very bad for the environment.
Yes,
well,
massively.
All those little minis of stuff.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Spendy. Yeah. Like Liberty do them for like 300 quid.
Stop it.
You can get ones that are like pork scratching ones, can't you? And whiskey ones.
Well, you can get
stuff.
Gin ones as well.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Although it's turned round to where we want.
We're now going to dash out and buy a gin one each. Although, I mean, it is, if you're opening it in the morning and there's a little gin in there,
there's a problem.
It could start a bad habit, methinks.
And blame it all on the advent calendar when you're sat in work.
Yeah, exactly. Like, well, the advent calendar made me do it. I had to open the little door. And also, at the risk of sounding 102, do you remember our advent calendars back in the early 80s? We didn't have chocolate in there. Do you remember? We had a picture. And we were so thrilled, you know, open a little door and it'd be a picture.
It'd be a blurred picture as well, and it'd be shit, and the background had moved sometimes, so you'd have to wiggle it back so that you put it in place.
Like, look, a little picture of an angel or something.
And then I'd always argue with my brother because he'd opened my number fucking 24. I could see that the door had been open, like, he knows what's in there, and now it's flapping open and it might ruin it.
I mean, God, we're in real Dickensian times, aren't we? Our Christmas build-up.
They don't know born.
And so I must say now, just in case, which I've always got to say, and I always say on the radio, if there are any young people listening now, any kids accidentally listening to the Teen Commandments, please, God, no, especially not earlier, to Clare and the dildo collection.
I apologise. No.
But if there just happens to be any children listening, we are talking about Santa not being real, but obviously we all know that Santa does exist, and Santa, Father Christmas, is real. It's just that teenagers are idiots and they don't realise, you know what I mean? They think that Father Christmas doesn't exist, even though he actually does. So we have to just make that clear. But it is a shame, isn't it, when because when they're little, you can be like, all the magic of Father Christmas stuff.
Yeah, you don't realise it when they're little, but you do only get a very small handful of Christmases where they understand it from going from being a baby to then when they get to the point where they don't believe anymore. And it's only maybe 5 or 6, isn't it? Christmases, and you've just got to embrace it.
Oh, yeah, you're right, where they get the concept and fully believe.
Yeah, you feel like that's going to be Christmas forevermore because you're now a mum, and then it's not. It's just a short little bit.
And when they write in letters to Santa.
Yeah, and you can say Santa's watching at everything. It's like magic parenting for the whole of December.
When did you start that? Would it be like mid-October?
September, mate.
Santa's watching.
Santa's watching. Oh, yeah, and it's so good. And you really believe. But then as the first... So if you've got more than one child, the first one that sort of like realises it's not right, you've then got the fear that they're going to drop the bomb to the younger ones. Like, guess what?
Take them to one side. I've got some hard truths for you
ruin your life
about
right
that Santa fella. Because I remember like being not quite a teenager, but definitely being like 10 and thinking, pretty sure he doesn't exist, but I'm just going to go along with it. I'm just going to hedge my bets a bit like with God, where when you're in a sticky situation and you suddenly think, bit of turbulence on the plane, I'm suddenly quite religious. Please God and Jesus, save me. Save this plane. And then obviously things change, don't they, when they get to, they don't believe anymore.
Yes.
You're kind of like, should we leave out a carrot?
Yeah, and they're like, no, shut up.
Father Christmas. And if there's no carrots, you're like, a sprout for Rudolph?
Yeah, you're desperately trying to get them to hold on to that innocence. I remember that with my son because he was getting to 12, 13 and he was in high school and of course they're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
And he did hold on to it for quite a while. He denies it. He's like, no, I knew Dad early. It's like, no, you didn't. Because I remember.
That's so
I remember
cute.
thinking, you're in high school and you're still writing to Santa, which is a great achievement, I think.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah, his sister wasn't the same. But it's so nice because it does change. It's like all of a sudden you think, right, we're going to have to...
Well, the Christmas letter to Santa changes to the Christmas list.
Which is like, I'm just going to have to remortgage the house.
Yeah, and my daughter's done like incredible, very cute. She knows what she's doing, like PowerPoint presentations.
Yes, I've seen one of these presentations.
Yeah, where it's like, there's the clothing section and the skincare, makeup.
She does it really well because she starts off with a picture of herself as a baby. So you're like sold instantly, like, oh, I love you. Yes, you can have anything in the world.
And then I'm like looking at it all.
And then your face is, I remember watching you and Belle and it just kind of went really quiet. She was getting halfway through. And the next section.
And then the big list comes with all the links attached as well. So basically we just have to click on it to go buy.
Yeah, there's that, isn't it? It's now a link. You just need a link tree, don't you?
The magic's not quite the same when it's just a big load of links.
Yeah.
So it's tricky, isn't it, when they want so much for Christmas?
Yes.
And money might be a little bit tighter.
Yeah, it massively is.
Because no matter what, I will always be working class at my core, and I try not to spoil the kids. But we're in a really lucky position where we can buy them nice things. Yeah. But for a lot of people listening now, it's hard, isn't it? It's a stressful time. You see why people get into debt.
Yes.
They take out loans because they get in such a frenzy thinking it's got to be the most perfect day. I mean, we'll have to talk another time about blended families and Christmas. Jesus.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, because they're two different ways of doing things.
Yes, because I grew up being at two different houses.
Put that on the list.
Put that on the list. Not on the Christmas list, but on the chatting shit list.
The pod list.
So there's you working because everybody wants a Christmas hairdos, do they?
Oh, so December, everyone wants a Christmas hairdo.
And are they coming in for an updo before the staff do?
Do you know I got asked once if I'd do a blow dry on Christmas morning?
Fuck off.
That's what I said.
Fuck off and Merry Christmas.
Fucking robot.
Fucking mad. So people are getting all ready for Christmas.
Everyone's getting their hair done for Christmas, and it starts to get a bit mental, and it's really stressful. It's my most profitable time of year, but it was so stressful because it was never quite enough. Yeah. I just remember being...
I mean, with each haircut, are you like, okay, that buys one Charlotte Tilbury bronzer or whatever?
I'll tell you what I did one Christmas. I went ice skating with my daughter, and I broke my wrist. I fractured my wrist.
Yes, I remember.
And I cut the plaster off and carried on hairdressing because I needed to get that bike. That was before they were teenagers. And I worked cutting hair because it was that stressful and it was that worrying. And it's just, and I know so many people are under this pressure, because even though your teens don't believe
in the magic of Christmas as much, in the build-up,
you still want them to feel the magic. And sometimes you just feel like, well, all they're doing is giving you a list, so you want that there on Christmas morning. You don't want them to be disappointed. That would be so heartbreaking.
Because they can't hide it when they're disappointed teenagers, can they? Our son once opened all his presents really quickly, then went upstairs and had a cry. This was years ago, because he just got so overwhelmed and overexcited. Opened his presents too quickly. It was just all too much. Such a build-up. He's like,
oh, it's so hard.
And so you work your bloody socks off.
Yeah. And
through injury and all sorts.
Through injury, you're so stressed. It's like the most stressful, time of year. I hated Christmas.
So what are you saying? But then on the day, is it worth it on the day? Do they believe in magic on the day? Or are you sort of, as they're opening their presents, you sat there sort of slightly resentful?
Just like when they go back to bed, you're a bit fucking resentful. But we'll cover that near
Christmas. When they open it and then slope back off to bed.
Yeah, they've woke up.
And you're there still with your slightly wonky wrist from that year. Many years ago.
Trying to pour myself a Bucks Fizz with my broken still wrist.
Of course, we'd love your tales, please, of Christmas, past and present, the difference between when they're little and when they're teenagers. What are you planning for Christmas? How do you try and give them everything they want? Maybe you've got a plan of action you can share and inspire our other listeners with. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. And of course, if your kids help out, they help out in the kitchen, they do DIY, all that good stuff. In fact, any tales, please, of your own teenage years or your teens now. hello@teencommandments.co.uk. I nearly did the Radio 2 text number then. Randomly sending it in to Paddy McGuinness or something. And lovely people, thank you very much for listening to our little podcast. I've been Sara Cox.
And I've been Clare Hamilton.
And together we are
the Teen Commandments.
We didn't rehearse that.
I know it now.
Good. It was like on X Factor or something. I was really pointing at you on.
At least you didn't burst into like Christmas carols or sort of Mariah Carey or something.
It's not too late to little donkey. Pop out a little donkey. Have a lovely week. We're back Wednesday with your turn. Stay absolutely awesome and a little bit twinkly and festive. We'll see you then. Bye, Gorge.
Bye.